Hello y'all and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be looking at the Pyrrhonian Skeptics, And it's important that they're Pyrrhonian skeptics as opposed to just skeptics to distinguish them from modern day skeptics. You see, if we encounter somebody today who says they're a skeptic, it means that they cast a critical eye on knowledge claims, especially ones that are not made without the support of a lot of hard facts and evidence, right? So somebody might say, you believe in God, but me, I'm skeptical of that claim, right? Or you trust the government, but me, I'm skeptical of that claim, meaning that they think that there may be a little bit more to the story than we're being told. But the Pyrrhonian skeptics are quite condescending towards that sort of modern skepticism. They view it as baby skepticism. And that's because the Pyrrhonian skeptics, so far from not believing things unless they have a lot of evidence, don't believe anything at all. So they have no beliefs whatsoever. They are followers of Pyrrho, a somewhat enigmatic historical figure who, by all accounts, really truly believed nothing. So they claim that they also believe nothing. They don't have a belief system or a philosophy. They say that skepticism is an ability. What it is an ability to do, we'll see in the next video. But they get their start not from any philosophical first principles. They don't believe any first principles, but from watching the Stoics and Epicureans arguing. Now, the Stoics and Epicureans, which we've looked at in the immediately preceding modules, were not just contemporary schools, they were rival schools. And they disagreed on quite a lot. Matter of fact, the only thing they really did agree on was that you should be pursuing ataraxia, or tranquility. But they disagreed quite sharply on how it is that you achieve that ataraxia or tranquility. And their disagreement led them to some pretty heated arguments. And these arguments would take place whatever public space they were talking in. So an Epicurean would finish his talk and he'd say something like, okay, I'm going to open the floor for some Q&A. A Stoic would raise his hand, I got a question. Yep, you there in the toga? Stoic would say, yeah, okay, so what is, just help me get clear here, what's the role of virtue on your philosophy? Virtue is really important to us Stoics. What's the role of virtue on your philosophy? Epicurean would say, excellent question. Virtue is what we call a necessary concomitant to the good life. Necessary concomitant to pleasure. So pleasure is the goal of life, but necessary concomitant is virtue. You cannot live a pleasurable life without living a virtuous life. Stoic says, okay, that's what I was afraid of. So pleasure is the goal. So getting drunk is the goal, but virtue is like the sidekick. Right? You see, for us, virtue's not a sidekick. It's really important. It seems like that's a problem with your view. And the Epicurean says that's not a problem with our view. That's a problem with your interpretation of our view. Because, again, you're missing that part, necessary, right? It is impossible to live a pleasant life without also living virtuously. So in a proper understanding of our view, which you don't seem to be attempting to have, you cannot live a pleasant life without also living virtuously. Stoic says, no, I think I understand the view just fine. I just don't understand why getting drunk is the goal. And didn't even make this not even true, right? So supposing it's somebody like stabbing people, right? They just stabby the stabber, and this is the way they like to spend their weekend. Horrible guy, right? If he really gets pleasure from stabbing people, he's living the good life by your accounts because he's living a pleasurable life, and his conscience doesn't bother him at all, right? So he's living a pleasurable life, stabbing people with no virtue required. Seems like it's a crazy view. The Epicurean says, hold on, look who's talking here. You're calling my view crazy, but on your view, getting stabbed isn't even a bad thing, right? I mean, and since you started this terrible example, your family, let's say your family's getting stabbed, for you, that's not a bad thing. For you, it's just an indifferent, it's adia for you. Your family gets stabbed, doesn't get stabbed, doesn't matter, tomato, right? That's an idiotic view. It goes beyond insane to just idiocy. The Stoic's like, no, hold on. Who are you calling idiots, right? You'd just be too drunk to help if your family was getting stabbed, or too high to help, right? You wouldn't step in. And anyways, you might call to your family, well, just remember, pain is light if it's long, short if it's strong, light if it's long, short if it's strong, right? That's a stupid view. Who are you calling stupid? You, and you're ugly. Well, I'm not as ugly as your mom. Ah! They're fighting. And at this point, a third party enters. This guy's been sitting off to the side, sipping a cool beverage, observing. But as they begin to mix it up, he steps forward and coolly separates the fighting party. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get a prop for this, if you will indulge me in a little theatricality. The skeptic. The skeptic says, fellas, hey, whoa, break it up, calm down. See, I was just enjoying the philosophy, enjoying what you're doing. When you started to mix it up, I had to step in. You see, Stoic, I love what you're doing, man. I love the emotionlessness, the chill, the pursuit of ataraxia. I love that. Epicurean, I love your chill as well, your pursuit of ataraxia. If it's stripped down, just 4 basic beliefs, that's great. I love that. I dig that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, of course. But you see what just happened here? You're trying to achieve tranquility, and you're arguing about achieving tranquility in such a way that you lose your tranquility. Why are you losing your chill? Stoic, why'd you lose your chill just now? Because this idiot, I'm going to stop you right there. It's not because this idiot did anything. It's because you have beliefs. Epicurean, nope. Not a problem with this guy. It's a problem with you, my pleasure-seeking friend. Because you have 4 beliefs, which I dig, guess what? That's 4 beliefs too many. Anytime you hold beliefs, your tranquility is going to be in danger. Because any belief, no matter how small, can get challenged. And when that belief gets challenged, bam, there goes your cool, because you want to defend it. So what are you proposing we do? Do what I do. Drop your beliefs. What do you like? How many of my beliefs? Simple. All of them. Strip it down to exactly 0 beliefs. Have no beliefs at all. I can't really do that, though. I mean, I believe that I'm talking to somebody. I can't just stop believing that I'm talking to somebody. Really? Do what I do. Say, it appears that I'm talking to somebody. That's all I'm warranted in saying anyway, right? I tell people I have no beliefs. They say, hey, do you believe that? As if they've got me. I say, no, just appears that way. Appears I have no beliefs. Appears I'm talking to somebody, right? Appearance gets you everything belief gets you without all that tranquility endangering belief. So, what do you say, guys? You want to drop all your beliefs? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if it would protect my tranquility, yeah, okay, I can do it. All right, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Drop your beliefs. Join me. The pursuit of eternal chill here. All right, now we're not mad at each other. Stoic, you're not mad at this guy. You're not mad at this guy. Epicurean, bring it in. Bring it in for a big group hug. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now let's go see a Nickelback concert. Okay. Well, that got dramatic. Historically, that happened, not the hugging it out at the end, because the Stoics and Epicureans were rivals till the bitter end. But the arguing really did happen. And the argument over virtue really did happen. And the skeptic observing it and being dismayed really did happen. And the skeptics observed the Stoics and Epicureans arguing about virtue, losing their tranquility in the process. And they conclude that the best way to ensure that you never endanger or lose your tranquility is to have no beliefs at all. So they drop all their beliefs and go with appearance and a few other things. So that's the dramatic origin of Pyrrhonian skepticism. How you get to the place where you drop your beliefs is a further question, and how you live life with no beliefs is a yet further question, and we'll explore both questions in the videos that follow. Thanks.